In the air to right, and he did it again!
Welcome back to the Lefties 2 broadcast. We got week 104, and again, the scores, the groups, they're kind of going off. And of course, we're continuing with the rookie trend on a this or that level 9 legendary scale, right? And again, it's for you rookies out there, that's really important because the idea is, there's going to be a point where your other players are going to get higher than level 9. So who are you going to keep in there? All right, so let's go to the groups. Okay, we got group number 1 here. Cobra Kai finally in the platinum level 1. Good for them. Toronto Hitters, True North Grand Slammers, another team from Taiwan. All right, platinum level 4. Redditors, West Coast Clowns, Taiwan Kindergarten, Camo Japan, Formosa win. All right, this one's up for grabs, I think, but you can look at number 79. They've been going up quite a bit. Camo Japan's regrouped and they're back up there. So West Coast Clowns need to try to stay in that top 100. Let's see what happens. Next, we have the new and upcoming, rising up through the ranks, silver level 2, 1257 Sea-Doo. Going against Rush Dogs 2, Hit Factory, Team DBK, and Stewie Griffin. All right, Aftermath Uprise, Untouchables, Bagat, a couple teams from Taiwan going at it. Platinum level 5, Moderated Buns, Taiwan Super, Venezuela, team from Korea there, and Ballbusters. It's interesting, Ballbusters is so far away, and this is usually where Moderated Bunts has a rebound week, but also, Venezuela is on a rebound opportunity as well after last week's beatdown. So we'll see. That team in 20th Korea there, they have a good chance of getting back into that 6,000 spot. So interesting group. Start swinging America first, 2 Taiwanese. I'll beat you with this cup of coffee, I think. Legends and Red Shear something or other. Okay, so these teams are, as you guys can see, Start Swinging is 4, 5, 7, 3. That is super close to that top 100. So these teams are right there on the outside looking in. All right, keep swinging. A couple weeks in a row, not so great, but a first place victory with them. They're back in that 6,000 spot. Blue Jays as well. All right, teams that are trying to make it happen. Samurai Japan, Japan 001, Metropolitans. Kind of an interesting group. This is a Blue Jays special here. I think if you're getting about 120 is going to win this group, in my opinion. Next, we got Perla Negra. And again, I am going to do this in Spanish because I don't need, I'm not going to say it in Spanish. There's going to be some subtitles on this video in Spanish because, again, people talking shit about Perla Negra, which, most people know I'm not. I'm just telling everyone that they've cracked the code and they're going to kind of rise up. Soba at 25, they're trying to get to that top level for the first time. A couple victories for them, but Perla Negra is the favorites without a doubt. Everyone else is chasing Waterfall. All right, Cooperstown 2, Thrashers, Taiwan Online Field Club, Eagles, and Revolution 1, I believe. And the Eagles are the favorites in this one just because they're in that week where they go back and forth, back and forth. So they're right there on that outside 6,000. And this is one of those opportunities where about a 110, 115 score is going to win it. I'm hoping that someone can knock down the Eagles, but I do think the Eagles will get back either first or second. All right, interesting groups here. We got 2 teams in that 6,000, Baseball Bros and Namba at 10th. And Wild Ball League is one of the teams right there on the outside at 15th. All-Stars, Stars and Stripes, good opportunity for them to play some spoiler. Because Namba, this is where they usually go down, right? They're at 6,000. They kind of go back and forth. So we'll see what happens. Misfits, Canadians, Aftermath, OG, Canadian Crushers, Aftermath, New Day. This is like the 3 or 4 or 5 maybe rematches, just galore. It's very interesting. All right, Group of Death. And I have to go back to the record books, but I do think this is the first maybe first or second all-Asian Group of Death where we do have Japanese, Taiwanese, and a Korean team all representing. Number 1, again, Taiwan. And then you got at 12th spot is Korea at 6,000. All the other teams, again, this is a tough one. At 36 is Taiwan representative team, right? Number 1. The number 2 actually outranks them but scores less you see the point of how this ranking system is not great. Masaba is at third place. They're creeping because that team at 13, and I believe the team 13, Tough and Tender, they are probably going to get that 6,000 with the second place victory. Even third place gets them at 6,000. So every single team in this group is going to get about 160. But the sad thing is 2 teams are going to be dropping. So, again, a flawed system in my opinion. All right, we got to select these 2 starters. A tough week last week. Too many missed games. Got third place. Got the same 2 teams that beat them. Okay, and we got left these 2 starters. Last week, they had to go against Full Send LLC and Big Sticks. Both those teams right there just edged them out. Full Send LLC had the win last week easily. Big Sticks by 2 on left these 2 starters. So these 3 teams are going at it again. They're going to add in Australians and American sluggers. So 130, Full Send LLC has to be extremely close to that top 100. I would like to know where they're at in the rankings. I can figure that out probably in the Facebook group. All right, next we have let these 2 back-to-back weeks. Let these 2 chill. Back-to-back weeks at 6,000 for the first time in their industry. Taiwan at 19th is probably your favorite in this group, as well as Taiwan representative at 27-2. So this is going to be a tough group for lefties 2. 3 Taiwan teams, and then the Yankees. I believe the Yankees are probably met their match in this one. Taiwan, good chance for a spoiler here, but the top 2 teams are going to win it. I believe Taiwan at 19th is probably going to be there because they're, again, one of those teams that go back and forth. And, again, Taiwan Representative Club 2, they're trying to get to the 6,000 spot for the first time. So let these 2 chill. They might have met their match this week, but let's see. All right, and here we go. Let these 2. Like, you can call this the group of death 2, where you got number 4, a country for hardworking people to enjoy at 6,000, as well as Padres at number 8. And then teams that are typically always there. Number 16 is Snow Poetry and Cats. And then 23rd is Japan Slugger. So all these teams are perennial 6,000 clubs. So to win this group, you're going to get at least a minimum 160, 165, which if you look at lefties 2 last week, not a great score for them. With 150 was 1 missed game. So this is going to be a tough group. 160s, 165 minimum is going to get first and second, I believe. So there's going to be a tough one here. All right, that's it. Let's go to the this or that level 9. So we're right back in it. Rookie account, this one. And of course, got to go out there and donate a little bit. Right? It's the idea. You're in a new club. You got to get your players leveled up. And at the end of the day, you're always going to be in some little predicament when it comes to leveling up your team, right? So we go look at the lineup. Again, we're focusing on, this is level. Okay, this is my main lineup, right? We got a mixture of legendary, and you got some epics, and you got 1 common and 1 rare, right? Now, that's the main lineup right now. But we know in the beginning, legendary cards are an abundance, right? You can get there. I mean, we have 5, right? We could put that one in there as well if we needed to do that, but we're not at the moment. All right, so in this account, there's 5 legendary cards. Again, this is all a free account, so I haven't paid for anything in this one either. So we're looking at, as you can see from the thumbnail, right? We're looking at 2 level 9s, Gibson and Tua, the new guy. Now, there are a couple differences on them, of course. The main thing is they're legendary and they're both infield and, of course, right now, currently level 9. And the reason why, obviously I could put both of them in the lineup right now. But, like I said, it is really difficult with, right now, currently we're sitting at 93 players, and tomorrow will be 94th player in the game. So the idea is, what do we do when it comes to trying to put the best players in and keeping a level 9 legendary? So let's take a look right now. So right now, we're looking at Gibson, and we're looking at Tua's stats as it is. So contact Tua has it level 9 by 4, right? 142 to 138. Power, 149 to 147. Again, we're not talking about skill yet. Speed, 108 to 119 in Gibson's favor. Throwing is, Tua has throwing at 110 over Gibson at 108. And then fielding, same thing. All right, so now we're looking at this, right? Gibson is, if we look at him a little bit more, he's a lefty, right? Bats right. Tua is a righty, bats right. So if you looked at my older videos, we talk about left-handed batters, typically in the infield, going to play first base. But when you're at a rookie account, it doesn't really matter, right? You just need some big hitters in there. And again, they're both at level 9. So let's take a look at the skill, right? Let's compare the skills. Okay, so pressing and hold screen adds more power, right? The little press and hold release the swing. A little bit different. Can get to level 9, 170 power. And then again, Gibson liners have a high chance of causing your opponent to make an error. Now, the hard part is when you're new, and I recommend using manual batting when you're a rookie. Try to get used to it. You might struggle right away. Doesn't matter, right? Tua, he's the only player that does the press and release. So if you're not used to that, it's going to be really, really difficult. And I even struggle a little bit with that as well. So it's really like a this or that. What do you want if all of your players are around? Like you look at Michael, level 8. You got Jack going to be level 9 soon. And you got all the other options in these cards that are going to get leveled up because it's going to get really hard to get these to level 11, right? 10, easy. Level 11, a little bit easier for, but then get at 12, you need 10 cards. And of course, to max it out, you need 20 more. So it's super difficult and you might want to use other players to make the game a little bit better. Now, if you know me, Gibson is probably one of my favorite players of all time. He is not one of the very first legendary cards you get. That would be Ryan and either Maria or Roger as the pitcher, depending on how fast you move up. But the thing is, it's up to you, right? Every single stat except the speed is better. Fielding, throwing, contact, power. You just got a slower guy. So in this case, if you need that extra power, again, you're a rookie, right? He's level 9. It's not level 13. You're gonna go with Tua. So in this case, if you're gonna use one or the other, I would use Tua for that better offense. And again, he's a better overall player at level 9, in my opinion. So there you have it, this or that Tua. And of course, everyone, thank you for watching another Lefties 2 broadcast. I'll see you next time.